Here it is, guys. Vegeta, Frieza,
Let me cut on
Krillin,
the stream.
Piccolo, Android H, Dumb Thought 18.
You're whack, bro. You're not gonna call my girl a thought. I'll fight for her.
Blue. I don't have any meme for Vegito.
Oh, we're just gonna skip him. We're gonna skip that guy.
Nappa, Pervy Uncle.
Okay.
Big Brain, Captain Ginyu. Retard Han. Right? Gohan, right?
Adult Blockstream.
Kid Bizzle. Hairless Cat, obviously Beerus.
Naked Morat.
Naked Morat. Thought 2021.
That's okay. She could be Thought 21.
And GQ status Broly.
Oh, come on, son. Start with Broly. If they are changing some things, whatever small or large they may be, what do you think they're going to change about Broly?
Honestly, I can't think of anything that he needs to. Okay, I don't think anything needs to be taken away because his touch of death. Let's look at his good stuff. Right? His touch of death, as you can see at a high level, you need to either land a command throw in the corner or hit a medium lariat, which is not practical at a high level. Like if you're fishing for that, dude.
Arc System Works makes very conservative changes. You haven't played Guilty Gear. You haven't. Keep going, Rico. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I think he has good block strings, good buttons too. I don't think his buttons are that bad actually. They have man range, right? The key blasts are good because you could use them to bait people because you can cancel that into an armor move pretty much.
Well, right? Yeah.
What else? Lariat startup, that's reasonable. I don't want it to be instant arm. That'll be mad broken. Like you can just mash that shit out. I will say going to the con of stuff about him. No, yeah, con is his level 1. It is kind of annoying that you will never really get it mid screen. Like is only on corner with the stomp, pretty much, right? Or like an assist to the Dragon Rush grab, and then you do level 1 shenanigan. So that is pretty lame. So unless they make it some way that he could level 1 mid screen, but as a buff, that'd be insane. Command throw, in my opinion, I think. I guess I'm a bit old school where I'm so used to your traditional 2D fighting game command throw where you don't see it's not telegraphed. If you get grabbed, you get grabbed. You only see it when it whiffed. Like you get what I'm trying to say?
I completely understand what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Right. Like just for example, for people
you don't see it. It's like you said, you only see it if it whiffs or if they jump.
Just for people that are new to fighting games or so pretty much what I'm trying to say is like old school grappler were like Abel, Zangief, T-Hawk, and I don't know those Mexican KOF fighting character players names.
Yeah, Ralph and Clark.
Yeah, whatever, all them people, right? They fucking you just get scooped up whenever they did the command input. Like it's not like Broly. You can see that he cocks his arm behind his head and then he grabs you. I don't like that. I feel like you could vanish on reaction, really. Oh, but he could do 5H, but you could still vanish on reaction. That's my point. Once you see his arm cock up, you can vanish. He lose pressure, yada yada. For this type of game, I think it's a little bit too hectic. I even tried practicing doing like medium command throw with Vegeta assist at the same time, so that if they hit my armor, but for some reason I couldn't get it that the armor always got hit for some reason. It's weird. I just wish that maybe the command throw was more something more threatful.
I feel like it's big, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like they need to leave the command throw as is. I do understand what you're saying about the animation itself, but I can guarantee you they're not going to change that. The only thing they would change is like the frame data on it, and I think the frame data on it is kind of fine. I do think what is it? The medium was 24 frames, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Which is it's kind of a lot, but as you can see when we played, even this net play too, but I still would be getting hit by about 50% of those command throws, because of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the game plan is you string people down, so you start to condition. So the mix up becomes is, am I gonna command throw or not after this string? Am I conditioning you? Are you getting scared?
I think a lot of it is 5H too, because 5H looks a lot like the start. It's like you said earlier. It looks a lot like the startup
Yeah. And
of
then,
command throw.
yeah, and on top of that, that's set up in a corner with the shield and assist. You could barely see what I'm doing too.
Yeah, it's very hard to see.
Yeah.
I don't think another thing too. Like, I really don't think any touch of deaths are going to like. I don't. That is very. Not only is it very situational, like because you brought it up with Broly. Not only are touch of deaths very situational, they are things that require a lot of resources, and that's not. You can't like nerf touch of deaths across the board unless you touch sparking or something. Those are fine. Like those, if people are going to spend the resources to kill one character, 6 bars, have to land to him, etc., I believe all touch of deaths are fine.
Yeah, I
That
agree.
require sparking. Like I don't think I don't think that's a balance. That's an issue that we should be looking at in regards to the balance at this time. Um, what else about Broly? You kind of said it all. I feel I don't really have no complaints about Broly, so I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't agree or disagree with what you're saying. Like that's your opinion, but I think Broly's fine. I think maybe he's not explored fully, like all the way. So I think he's a pretty okay character at the moment. But I can see what you're saying with the command throw becoming a problem
I
for Broly players in the future.
I mean, I only think that because I was hoping or expecting to get what the hype and what he is meant to be is a juggernaut Saiyan, and also, for example, I know this is like talking about matchups now, but just really quick. So when I play certain matchups, like especially when it's like adult Gohan, it's like, bro, so I'm big for nothing. Like I should be.
Well, you're big. You being big is hurting you.
No,
Nah.
yeah, no, exactly. But that's my point being. If Broly's gonna be this big ass punching bag, then he shouldn't be like, yeah, you could abuse him, but he should be retarded also. Like I should be like at my two of Arsenal. I should be just as a juggernaut as I'm meant to be. If I'm gonna be this big, right? Like then I would say then don't play Broly. Then just go play Android 16. Well, you could probably mash fucking 5L and have better key blast. Or I don't know. Point is though, I just want him to be more of a juggernaut, not this giant punching bag at the end of the day.
I mean, he do got armor on everything just for the juggernaut part of things. Just as some to play devil's advocate really quick, he do have armor on everything. That being said, starts up Frank 4, so it's not instant.
Oh, okay,
That would be
okay, no, okay. Now I just remember before I forget. One buff that I think that really makes sense in my opinion. Take away the fact that whenever you hit him on his armor, it's a damage reduction. Not he doesn't take full damage. That makes no sense. You
understand.
so for example,
I understand.
let's say if I'm playing neutral, whatever, I'm trying to lariat or this and that. You do a beam vanish. Oh wow, okay. I just took full damage of a beam, and then if I do it again, I full damage of a beam. But I don't mean like a giant number on that, like at least 30% damage reduction.
Yeah,
30,
I understand what you're saying.
or maybe 50.
I don't think they're going to change that though, because that's like a system. What? What is this shit saying? That's like a system armor thing across the board. They might change. I understand what you're saying, and I know why that like you don't like that, and like I understand is what I'm saying. But I just don't think they're gonna touch that just because it's a system thing. They might, if they did touch it, it would be good for Broly, you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into health because in this game health is irrelevant. But
Yeah,
if health was a thing, then yeah, Broly should have way more health. But I think that's about it on Broly. Really, I can't think of anything else.
21, just take away the 5S infinite. That's it. It's just not. It's just not something. No infinite should be in the game. Nothing. Honestly, unless you got something to say or the chat has something to say about 21, I think other than that, she's completely fine. It's so let's say you do like Rekka, Vegeta Rekka vanish in the corner, and I reflect it. I can do reflect 5S, and like kill you like with an infinite.
Oh, okay. So it is practical. All
Yeah,
right. Never
it's
mind.
practical in a couple situations. So it definitely shouldn't be it shouldn't be in the game. No, no game should have infinite. That's just it.
No, yeah, I highly agree on this.
Beerus, Rico. This is a hot take, man. Do
Yeah,
you
because
think people should be able to super dash through his balls?
Mm, that's really tough, to be honest.
That's tough, ain't it? Yeah.
Because you do realize that if you set this up, that means that any soft hard knockdown he gets, he just throws out an orb and oh wow,
It's
you
time to
can't do anything.
gas.
And
It's
then
time to gas, muchacho.
and then if you're a beam character, the risk of you trying to destroy the orb is not it's not even in your favor because then he'll super dash and punish you in this sort of game.
I mean, if you think about it, though, that's what else could they do to make him better besides that? They can make this. What they could do is make the startup or lessen the recovery on his finger balls. So when he sets one, make it even less recovery. Make it so it's incredibly hard. Make it so you have to literally already be super dashing way ahead of him setting it. Because even now the recovery is kind of nice, but if they change that, like, and he was able to just set them like very fast, I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think if they do change them, they're probably gonna make it so you can't super dash through the ball. I'm just telling you, this is what Arxes do, bro. Just look out for it.
I don't mind. I think that would make him viable or more.
That's someone in the chat said something good. I do think
or they can
his
make him a
2H
god of
should be better.
destruction power kappa.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think his 2H, his 2H is definitely for him to have that, for that to be his only defense against Super Dash. It should definitely be better. So I agree with everyone in the chat. 2H should definitely be buffed. 100%. 100%. What do you? Kid Boo. What do you? I know you're not very fond of the character. What do you think they should touch about him? Good or bad? Good or bad?
Good. I think he has everything. I don't think he needs. He has two different types of beam, and then the fact that one of his beam is a beam that you don't even need to vanish to confirm. You just beam the candy shit into a fucking super. Like that is so actually retarded.
That's very. You know what they probably gonna do, Rico? The only thing they probably gonna take for him, real talk, they probably only gonna touch up the unscaling on Candy, because if Candy doesn't get his animation, it's always unscaled damage. So that's always 2K, a constant 1500 every time he hits it, and out after the animation, and that's really strong. So they might touch that.
I don't like guys, so next question. But yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, the unscaled Candy. Oh, someone said something else about Beerus. What do you think about this, Rico? What if they just made the EX balls unsuper dashable? Like, if he puts out EX balls, you can't super dash.
What do you mean? Like him beating out super dashes, or he cannot super dash afterwards?
No, I'm talking about Beerus. Beerus has EX ball set. If he does EX ball set,
bro, I don't even know what that is. What is that?
So you know how he has the God of Destruction balls. He can set 1, 2, 3, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, he has an EX version of it that sets 2 balls immediately.
Oh, okay.
So for it costing a bar, if you weren't able to super dash through it, that might be that might be good for him. And they should also fix the hurt box on 2M. The hurt box on 2M is huge. But what do you think? Anything else bad about Kid Buu? Because Kid Buu, he's very strong. But like, what can you take away from him?
His level 1. Fuck that. That shit is too strong, to be honest.
You think it's too strong? I think it's okay, man.
No, hell, anywhere on the screen you get all that damage? Hell no. At least Broly, you got to be in a corner.
Are you talking about the planetary destruction or the air level one?
The air level one where you can get like 4 supers and shit.
Oh, see, man, like I think that's just. I don't think they're gonna change that.
No, I don't think so. But I think that shit is so strong, to be honest.
It is strong. It does definitely make him a strong character. Anything about his normals? Do you think his normals need? Like, I think he's fine.
No, I
don't know what can we take away from him without him becoming trash? Besides the super.
No, I think he's fine, really.
You think he's fine?
I think besides the beam scaling thing, I think he's fine. I mean, I think
the beam scaling.
I think he's meant to be played like a gorilla ass character. Like that's the kind of treatment that I wanted Broly to be. Like, oh, Broly's this juggernaut dude just laughing in your face, going ham. Who's scary, honestly speaking? Kid Buu or Broly?
I mean, of course, Kid Buu. Kid Buu is scary, but Broly is scary in situation. It's like Daigo said, like T-Hawk garbage, right? But when T-Hawk next to you, it's scary. It's the same with Broly. Like, in the way, think about how you play him though, Rico. The way you play him, you're able to consistently get to where he's scary. It's just that Kid Buu does it easier, and his mix-up is a lot stronger. Like, let's be real. But like, and his neutral is better than Broly's. But like the way you play it, especially as a point character, you're able to get to where he's scary effectively. And I think if they made that too easy, Broly might be. You don't want people just lariating all across the place.
Hold on. I gotta address this real quick. I'd rather deal with Gohan anytime. Which Gohan? Because if you're talking about adult Gohan, what is the nearest bridge to you? Slide off that bridge. Do me that favor. If you say adult Gohan. But anyway, yeah. So let's actually talk the start of the balance patch. Gohan.
You talking about mature? You talking about Gohan Blanco, right? You talking about adult block screen, right? Yeah. That's my boy. Go ahead. I know. I already know what I would say do to him if they do change it, but like I don't think he's that. He's definitely strong and definitely obnoxious to fight against. I don't like fighting adult Gohan. He's in the game, so I have to. But that being said, he's not the most oppressive character I've ever played. Like it gets a lot worse. There's a character called Johnny, Guilty Gear. It gets a lot worse.
Wait, so you're talking about another game? Okay.
No, I'm talking about Gohan. I'm just saying it gets a lot worse than him. So I know people like hate him.
I hate him.
I'm talking about people who have only played Dragon Ball. Like I'm just saying, there are worse things in fighting games than adult Gohan. Like there are worse characters that you could be playing. True. But I already know what you're gonna say. I think they're going to probably agree with what you have to say too. So you should go.
No, I think I said this over the course of time throughout my streaming. Why did this character primarily has an invincible DP, right? That's one. Two, why did this character, which is known, right? Obviously, why does he have like a legit 20-second block string in real life time? Give or take, and then the fact that when they delay it, you can't even match Vanish because if they delay and just wait, they can punish you, and then it resets their assist cooldown, and then he does rinse and repeat. Why? What's the point of him having level 0 to 7 if his best level is level 0 and 1 and the rest are irrelevant? Why not make it that his levels matter? Why not make it that, just like in the show, mixed when they had to unlock Mystic Gohan, that's how he gets all that ability and all that stuff. They should make it the same way. Oh, level 1 or whatever, you get Sky Drop, whatever, 2S, you get that ability. Level 2 or level 3, your DP actually becomes invincible. You get this, you get that. Make it that he can actually unlock the ability. Make it that his levels are obviously something not irrelevant, as opposed to it being that good at level 0 and 1. What else? He has, I don't know, he just has he has more than enough. I personally just don't think that he needs a DP. You pressure the guy. Let's say you win neutral. You finally win neutral. You in an adult Gohan. You pressure him. The minute you delay and wait to see if he's gonna DP, you lose your turn. Or that's possibility of you losing your turn. Then he gets on you, and then that might be your last turn, because then he corner carries you, fucks you up, kills you in 2 combos. Bam. There you go. You got outplayed for winning neutral. That's what I can think of at the moment. Oh, and also his level 3 is ass. How you go from Ultimate to Super Saiyan? That makes no sense. But go ahead.
I personally, I think the only thing they should change about him, if they do go about changing characters drastically, I just think his air legs. they should make it like Gotenks and make you able to make Gohan have to against the taller characters and the medium-sized characters. They should be able. You should be able to reflect after them, just like he should still be plus, but you should be able to reflect after them, just like Gotenks. Like DP assist, like it's annoying, yeah, but like I can like there are ways to deal with it. The adult block string memes and the 30-second block string things. I particularly like me personally. I don't want anyone to get really, but that particular thing, him being able to put you in block strings that long, it's bad as a spectator thing. Like it's bad for casuals to watch that. The game looks bad when that's happening. Other than that, like I think he's pretty fine. I think they might do what you said and change the leveling system. I think he might become garbage if they do that though. Because if you have to spend, or they should make the super faster, like that super he has, the R2 one.
I don't think it'd be garbage. I mean, it will force them to actually start using super to power up as opposed to just saving meter and running down the assist cooldown, corner carrying you, and then just rinse and repeat.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what gets taken away, how many things get taken away, though, too. Because I'm just thinking as it from an adult Gohan player side, even though they, it is very powerful what they're doing. I think if EX legs gets changed, like, that's the only thing effectively that he has that other characters just aren't able to do. Like, even Gotenks has something very similar to adult Gohan. But you can reflect after Gotenks, and you just can't if you're tall or medium size against Gohan. And you have to block for a ridiculous amount of time, get mixed up. And like you said, Rico, if they do a stagger, their assists come back. It's just very powerful. So that would be it on my side. But like I'm reading the chat, a lot of them agree with you, and they like the leveling change. They really like that. So. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what they do to adult Gohan. Very interesting.
Word. All right, let's move to Big Penis Head Captain Ginyu.
Whoa! He said every character should have a low 2L. You're wilding. Do y'all want Goku Black and Trunks to have low 2L?
Even Goku Super Saiyan?
Y'all don't want that.
Imagine what Goku Super Saiyan just do fucking 2L into the overhead special.
Yeah, y'all don't want Goku Black to have a 6 free.
I will say I wish more characters did have more low starters. The fact that
characters like Nappa should, but when we look at characters like Goku Black, Goku,
no, chill, Nappa with low. Imagine you getting sandwiched by Cyberman. Hey, so
it would be fine though. Like his overheads are really slow. Like and like people wouldn't be able. A lot of times what people try to do against Nappa is try to up bag and stuff. I just think Nappa's very weak, and I think having a low 2L along with making Cybermen start up faster, that would be really good for Nappa. His overheads are trash. Like you're gonna block that. Characters who are forced to mix up with the system mechanics, I don't particularly like that too much. That's just me. Like I don't.
All right, but let's keep it on Ginyu before we.
You're right.
So Ginyu is obviously he's gonna get a buff, unless he's on the paper to get nerf about the earlier.
Yeah, they're gonna take the infinite away for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But if he's getting a buff, I can't really think. I can't really think of it. The only thing I can think of just bug fixes on him. The DHC glitch too. Remember?
Yeah. I don't think, like, honestly, dude, when he gets going, he's a problem.
Yeah,
dude.
It's 7 versus 1. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a problem when he gets going. I just think it's gonna take a certain type of player who's willing to build a team that functions with him in mind. Like, how people are building Nappa teams, like that teams that are based on getting Nappa going. They do that with Ginyu. Like, I haven't seen no one do that yet. They do that with Ginyu. It's gonna be I think he could be a serious problem for the meta. Again, like, I'm not saying he's the greatest character. I'm not doing no hot takes saying Ginyu is good. I'm just saying I think he's very unexplored.
Yo, you imagine if they buff his level 3 though?
It'd be crazy.
If they
Yeah,
make it like faster, so it could be
yeah,
like
it'd be
actually
crazy. He
super
just be
practical.
changing. He just
Dude,
be.
that's gonna be so scary fighting that
Rico, you
game.
played Hitman? Have you played the Hitman games when he kills you and he can take your clothes bad fast, bro?
Yeah, yeah,
He just gonna be
yeah.
changing, taking people's
Dude,
shit.
that's crazy. You're gonna beat up a character that's possibly you're possibly beating that character up so he can switch with you, and then you're fucked.
He
That's
said, "Too bad everyone who played Ginyu drink dish detergent." Oh my
so Nappa, but any buff. So me being a
Yeah, the
previous,
Napa Extra, please let us know what you think.
so me being a
The
Nappa,
Napa Clapper himself.
yeah, which honestly I didn't think Nappa was too bad. Like yeah, maybe he might need a low starter. Maybe 5L could be the low starter. Like you know how he punches downwards. That could probably be a good low starter from that auto combo. Um, maybe either faster recovery on the Cybermen to pop out of the ground,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe giving them an extra life like Gargo's minions, where you had to kill them like hit them 2 times.
I like that. I like that
So
one a lot.
so the way that the Gargo's mechanic work on his minion, you summon a minion, and whether it's by a special attack, like you know, in this game, like a beam or normal, if you hit Gargos and the minion, so as long as you're hitting Gargos, the minion does not get back up, so that the minion doesn't interrupt you while you're comboing Gargos.
Right.
But the minute Gargo gets to breathe, that he gets out of block stun, that's when the minion gets back up, and then he does his AI whatever he's meant to do. So that could be a cool mechanic thing for the Cybermen. I don't think that will make him too strong at all either. Especially since a lot of people do have beams and ways to get rid of them in this game.
A lot of people in the chat are saying EX, if they like take your idea and give it to EX Cyberman. If he does EX, they should have more than one hit durability. I think that's good. I think that would be really good for him.
Yeah,
By the way.
if they,
By the way, guys, Gargos Rico, that comes from Killer Instinct. Check the game out if you want. Rico is an Evo champion in that game. He really know what he's talking about. Gargos is very similar. It's a similar mechanic to Nappa's. It's just a lot better.
yeah, if they definitely buff Nappa and that sort of thing. I'll probably will make another team just to play Nappa for sure.
Just to clap, just the Nappa clapper again.
Yeah, because you know, I mean, there's a Nappa out there, but that's super autopilots that play Nappa. But anyway, Vegeta Blue here.
Okay. But Vegeta Azul.
I don't know what they will do to this character. I think he's hella good as he is, so I don't know.
Honestly,
Yeah, he has everything you need except for a beam, but that thing works like a fucking defensive shield.
yeah, Big Bang Attack is strong. Honestly, I can't think of any. Are there any Vegeta Blue players in the fix this guy's hitboxes? You mean hurt boxes? I think you probably mean hurt boxes. Better assists. Well, they're probably not going to change. Like assists and special, like assists themselves, outside of the very strong ones, are probably not going to get changed. You would have to change the move itself. So if you're saying better assists, you probably mean better like move altogether. I don't know, Rico. Like I think the character is not the greatest, but I don't think he's bad, and I don't know what they could change that would make him better without making him very oppressive as well. So I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Let's address why isn't Cell on this list? Because Cell is still not as dumb as Adult Gohan.
It does say etc.
So,
They might change him.
No, yeah, okay, that's true. But even if Cell was not on this list, like let's pretend this, hypothetically speaking, this was the official list. If Cell was not on, I'll be okay with it because one, he's perfect. Two, right? Unlike Adult Gohan, I still think you need some sort of.
Yes, we know Brian F. We acknowledge that. We know that. Like it says, etc. We literally just acknowledge.
Yeah, I'm saying like hypothetically speaking, if this was the full the actual list, right? So let's say if Cell was on this list, you still need to be a decent player to navigate Cell, because you throwing out beams, if they're bad, especially in this game, this is not no fucking Street Fighter where you just neutral jump a fireball. No, in this game, if you throw a bad beam, it's a guaranteed super dash. and I'm back in there, at least I could maul the shit out of Cell and punish him for his mistake or whatever. Adult Gohan, however, I have to constantly think about, oh, I can't do this certain block string. If there's a gap, this guy might be mashing DP. Oh, so if I bait his DP, I possibly lose my turn because now he could just mash his Vegeta assist or whatever assist and then go off of like. No, Cell is not that serious in my opinion. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's retarded, but he's not brain dead best character adult Gohan retarded.
Yeah, I don't. I think Cell is a very strong character, super strong character. Can be played in at any point. I think if they did nerf Cell, the only thing they should touch is his 6H. You could make it a mid. That would make a big difference. Because that's just something. Yeah, that's the low kick he does. Like when he.
Okay. Yeah, that thing is too. It's like he put his toes up too as he heals.
Yeah. So if they were to change, Cell, that would be the only thing I would say is something that needs to be changed immediately. Like even you guys in the chat, like, can you guys really think of something that's like Cell has this? This is fucking broken. This shit gotta go. You can't really think of nothing. I do think, and I'm not gonna name players. I've talked with a couple players. I don't know if this is their opinion now, but I've talked with a couple high-level players or players that you guys would see as very strong, and they think they kind of agree that's probably the only thing you could take. Because if you think about it, Cell is a very powerful character, but he still has to play neutral to an extent. Until he gets beam vanish plus assists, he still has to like navigate certain zoning things because his key blasts are really bad. His air mobility is not the best, but once he's in, You know, his mix-up is very strong and things of that nature. So I acknowledge he's a super strong character, but there aren't too many things. Like say you take away perfect attack being frame, EX perfect attack being frame when invo. Like Cell's still going to be a strong character.
Yeah.
What can you take away from him outside of 6H that is gonna make him lower him without making him trash? You know, like I think he is a good basis for how good a character should be in this game. He's very good, but he still has to play the game to an extent. You know, so that being said, like I said, still really strong character. I just don't think he's super, super oppressive. You see him on every team because he's such a good. He has the great beam. He can be played in every position.
Meta slaves, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's what I think about. That's what I think about Cell.
Sorry to hear, Brian F. Anton, saw your tweet to Maximilian. What you want be a guest for one of his Smash party streams? You mean Warrior or Ice Climber? I would probably pick Warrior if I had to pick. But let me see. With Cell, I don't know. Besides him being a meta slave character, I don't think he's that serious.
Someone said 6H scale, like, because you know when you get hit by 6H, it's unprorated damage. That would be okay if they scaled the 6H. I just think it should just be if they do nerf it, just make it a mid. Like it's still gonna have the same utility. It's just not going to crush people trying to reflect Cell off them after he's already overextended his pressure in some situations. But that could work. That could work.
I'm trying to think of what else on Cell. I don't know. It's whatever, bro. I don't mind him the way he is.
Yeah.
All right, so Thought 18, you take this one because I gave two shit about this blonde.
Wow. If I had to say, I played her. You guys, I don't know if y'all play online. I played like the character for a ton. I played her in tournament a lot. I don't play her anymore because I don't think she's very good and that she fits what I want. That being said, she does a lot of things well, right? First of all, if they do change her, she's going to get a positive change, so she's going to get buffed. And the only thing I would say that needs to be buffed is probably
make 17 fight with her.
Yeah, make 17 so you can't super dash through him. It's not the same as Beerus. Beerus is you're setting multiple orbs. It covers a large portion of the screen. With 17, he literally is. He's only covering a certain portion of the screen, and it has a lot of startup. So him, like, it really hurts her neutral. He's supposed to be like a sword, like an extension of her, because her normals suck. So that's what he's supposed to do in neutral, and he can't effectively do that against a lot of people with great projectiles. I'm not saying make 17 go through beams. I'm not saying nothing like that. I just think that you should not just be able to super dash through 17 through the beginning of his startup frames. I think that's a poor design choice. Everything else though, like that's the only thing I would say like change with her. Maybe make command throw faster, but then even though it's still really good now, but they don't make it towards where it was in the beta, but make it a bit faster. Other than that, I don't think she should be changed too much. Like if you change anything, damage, all that stuff, she becomes just a very oppressive character who can set play you very easily. It would but like the big problem with her is her neutral. So making 17 so you can't super dash through him, I think that fixes a lot of people's problems with 18 right now and would make her a lot more playable as opposed to other characters. So yeah. 16 Rico, what do you think?
So he doesn't suffer any of the downfall of a true grappler. He's actually super mobile for a big body grappler. He barely suffers any command throw recovery, which is retarded because those air command grabs and stuff, even when they whiff, they serve as a mix up potential. What else? His key blasts, I think they're too good for his own good. There's no way that a one
I
button...
think he needs them though.
Nah, I don't think he needs them.
Have
you seen Nappa's key blast?
No, I understand, but they different characters though. But I think he needs them.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah, they're different. So you're telling me that the character that's quicker than Nappa has 5H with armor.
No, that's what I was about to. So you ain't let me. You got Kanye West. You Kanye West me just now, Rico.
Right,
you ain't let me finish.
What's up?
I was gonna say that if they should touch up the armor and make it so maybe it's like 2 to 3 hits, and they can leave the key blasts and things alone. Like I don't think, like honestly, I'm fine. This is a hot take. Like I'm fine with a lot of the things 16 has because I do feel like
now. At first, I used to hate this.
Yeah.
I think he's a good scrub killer for sure.
He's definitely a good. I think you make a good point. The strong neutral. Well, it's not the best neutral, but the pretty good key blast along with the 5H does make him very dangerous.
Yeah, think about it. If you do anything on safe, if you're trying to play neutral, if you do a beam, a bad beam, a slightly bad beam, maybe even a key blast, and he just happens to jump over, he just press one button, which goes 1,000 miles per hour, is that quick. And then he gets a full combo into a hard knockdown.
It's definitely very strong.
And on top of that, if you block both of them, it puts you in so much block stun that you're like, oh shit, let me actually sit here and react if he's gonna do another one, so I can super dash. And then by that time, he could already just dash up to you and
Rico, they want you to talk about the untechable knockdown. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it leads to a hard knockdown. Like anything.
No, I'm saying they asking you, what do you think of it in general? That's what the chat's asking. Do you think he should have it or not?
I mean, it's a command throw, so he should have it. I mean,
yeah. Honestly, a lot of people are saying, and again, I come from many different games with quote unquote worse or stronger things than what this game currently has as its strongest. I think we've come to a point where the mix-up, while the mix-up is strong after hard knockdown, a lot of times it's not unseeable. Like it's pretty reactable outside of like if they choose to command throw you or something. That's very hard to deal with. But the ID cross up and things like that, it's not the worst thing to deal with. You know, like if you know how you're supposed to defend it, or you fuzzy guard or you OS guard, it's not the worst thing to deal with in my opinion. Like Rico, I think the hard knockdowns can stay. I think they're strong, but I think they can stay. I just think 5H needs to be toned. Like that's my only thing. I think 5H needs to be toned down.
I mean they're probably gonna keep it, but then The
You
fact that
think they're
he
gonna keep fighting? I don't think they're
no
gonna
not
keep.
that I'm talking about the fact that he could loop command throw combos. That's like so good. It's like a no brainer. Like you don't have to. Like it's universal. Anybody could combo with 16's
You
command
said
throw.
if it's not hard to react to, why does everyone get? But everyone doesn't get hit by it. I
No,
don't
yeah,
know. What,
incorrect. When I fight 16 offline, I rarely get tick throw off the auto command throw.
no,
I
he's talking about the mix up after hard knockdown. I don't know what how like I'm not dissing you or coming at you, but I don't know how high of a level play that you're watching or playing at. But in my experience, along with like watching other strong players and players stronger than myself, I don't see them constantly getting hit by
Yeah,
mix
it's
ups
not.
after hard knock.
It's strong. Don't get me wrong, but it's not that strong. It's only strong is online for sure.
So
Offline, you could definitely react to the cross up.
yeah, I definitely think the
It's
crossover is
more
reactive.
of the who is the 16 player and
And it's more
how
of the imminent threat too, like all the options he has.
that
You
yeah,
know,
and then what's already has been going on in the game. How is the 16 has conditioned or scared
exactly.
the
That's a good
opponent at
point you
that point,
make.
right?
That's a good point.
It's easy to backseat play, especially when you're fighting certain characters or grapplers. But until you're the one fighting there mentally versus this guy mentally, you it's easier than being said. Put it that way, right? It's just like when people think that Broly sucks. I'm like, oh hey man, I welcome you. Open play my Broly. You know, I like when people say I don't. It's still at the end of the day, it's like for example with 16, even though it's super basic but yet effective. But that's the thing. The command throw, having a command throw, automatically inflicts fear of somebody chicken blocking, holding up back. Command throw versus human are always gonna be or have that fear fact about a command throw at the end of the day, no matter what.
Rico, they want you to talk about, and I'm not going to actually comment on this because I think his normals are. I think outside of 5H, his normals are fine. Like he needs to have normals that good. But what do you think? A lot of people are saying they think his normals are too strong. What do you think about his normals?
I think, in my opinion, they are strong. They're not gonna nerf that. They're not gonna touch that. I remember even when I was fighting Lost Souls last week. I remember when I was Vegeta, I did a block string, and I legit just walked back, and this guy did a reversal 2L, and it clipped me, and I'm like, I didn't do. All I did was just walk back, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot that this character's 2L is pretty much Goku's 2M, pretty much on light attack. I think it's a little bit too good, but hey, I mean, it's whatever. I think it's manageable, it's doable. It's whatever. I guess I'll just string him up and then just block. I
He
guess.
says string them both.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really say much. It's like if that's the character's normal. I mean, you can't really complain.
Yeah,
That's
I
what it
don't.
is. You
I
know?
personally think his normals are pretty fine. If you do touch his normals, what's a grappler with bad normals? It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be good. And you do have to play him as a grappler. You guys aren't seeing 16 players open people up with tons of like IED, JM into low and things like that. Generally, it comes from fear of being grappled or fear of being pressure reset that people get hit. Yeah, oh, that's the one thing we didn't talk about regarding 16 auto combo. I think it's fine. Like I think he needs that to be like the character he is, but then again, I can see how it's strong and it frustrates me sometimes. What do you think about auto combo? Because with Broly's, it whiffs. What do you think about his
Oh
not
yeah,
whiff?
I think it should be the same way. I'm not a big fan of implementing something that requires fighting game knowledge on how to do tick throws as opposed to a one button out of combo delay. I think that's really
Oh,
Scorby-ish.
Rico, somebody asked you to ask me. You could have just asked me too, but someone asked you to ask me why I think Trunks doesn't need a low. I think if you give Trunks a low, he's going to become definitely one of the best characters in the game
Hell
instantly.
yeah, triple
Yeah,
lows and all the shit that he does.
yeah. I don't. If you give Trunks, you got to think Trunks is a character with tons of tools. I would say he has the third best neutral in the game behind 21 and Kid Buu. Neutral's ridiculous. Beam, the best mobility in the game, the ability to traverse the screen and go wherever he wants immediately. Like Rico said, just the sheer amount of overheads he has. If you give him an 8-frame low or a 7-frame low, he's gonna become very, very powerful. Like, you think people getting hit by Trunks now? If he has lows, it's gonna be. If they do change that, he's going to become one of the best characters in the game.
I don't think these people have fought good Trunks. Have you fought a good Trunk with good assists and all the shit that make you block in the corner? That shit is not fun.
Yeah, Trunks. And you make a good point though. You said, why are people dropping him? I dropped him too. I was playing Trunks. I played him for a while. Rico knows this. A couple people in the chat know. I played him for a while. I dropped him for a different reason than a mix-up thing. It was more because I was using him in a support role, and I wanted a better support role character along with the character with stronger mix-up. But I think giving Trunks or Goku Black lows is going to make the game. You guys are not going to like them when they got lows, especially Trunks.
I know Lord Knight he's probably still new to that team he's playing, but I felt like he was more threatful when he was playing Trunks, in my opinion.
Yeah, he was really, his Trunks, most of my knowledge and we collaborated a lot together, but most of how I set about like playing neutral came from watching Lord Knight's Trunks. And he played the character at a very high level. And I think, like Rico says, it's still more to see with Trunks. Like, he's still untapped to an extent, It's just that you have characters like Vegeta, for example, who can fill that support role, but also have a mix-up. And then you could put Cell and Adult Gohan or Kid Buu or 16 and whoever in front, and you have a quote-unquote better team than a team with Trunks. So yeah, that's to answer that question about Trunks. Trunks is too fair for people who like him. Moke is actually playing Gotenks now, by the way.
Wow, what a tier whore. Let me see. I'm just looking up for something here. Well, before we get to Piccolo, I want to ask somebody: does anybody know? Well, watch the stream, Kami, because I'm trying to get this.
Okay, I'm looking at the chat.
I'm trying to get this thing here on this video. Does anybody know how I can rip this out? Because I would like to add this to my stream somehow. There's no music on this, but yeah, it just looks nice though. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, all right. So back to did you see it? The Broly shit?
Yeah, I can see it. The chat is saying screen capture or something. Cut it out. Kami, the Akuma player? No, this is not Street Fighter Kami. That's my friend though. Cool guy. No, strong Street Fighter player.
So Piccolo, what can they be doing to this character? I think they might nerf Hellzone.
I think he sucks. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't think he sucks for the simple fact that he does have starting lows. I think any character with starting low in this game is pointing you to the right direction.
Look at Frieza though, Rico. Like, we're not at Frieza yet, but look at Frieza. He's pretty
I feel like Frieza. All right, before we get to Frieza, because Frieza's on the list. But I still feel like him having starting low with Frieza doesn't have Hellzone though, so that's why this guy having starting low is really good. Hellzone Grenade does have a lot of gap. I think people are learning and realizing how to fight this now. People are also learning that you could just do delay wake up to 2 reflect, and that will force the Piccolo to play a bit more cleaner, a bit more honest, quote unquote. What else? He has that special move that he can go behind you, which is really good because if you're mashing DP or level 3s, he just goes right behind you. And it's like, okay, that's kind of lame. What else? I think he has good normals. I don't think his buttons are that bad.
I don't think his buttons are bad.
Obviously, he doesn't have a beam, but he doesn't need beam. If you have a beam assist and that little slow orb, could protect you from...
That's what I'm saying, though. But, like, Rico, when you put a character like Piccolo, like, say you got point Piccolo with whatever assist, against a character like Trunks or Kid Buu or 21 or any character with strong neutral, like or good, just good neutral. I think he's really not that great. I think once he gets close to you, like it's better or like he's a character with a lot of gimmicks, like a lot of things you can, if you defend correctly, you can cover all of them. Things that he shouldn't be doing, like the S command throw and the elbow, like the elbow, you can fuzzy mash options like that. He shouldn't be doing that. Like Hell Zone, like Hell Zone is good on snapback and if you're in block stun, but it's not good and if you're doing it on wake up, you know. So he has a lot of things that, like, if you don't know how to defend them, you're just going to get steamrolled. But if you do know how to defend them, he's just not. They aren't effective tools. You like the chop, you know, the chop with armor on it. You can like OS2H inside of your strings and like destroy that. And people just aren't doing it now. I feel like if you did say buff him though, Rico, what would you say give to Piccolo? Like, what do you think they should give to him? Because I don't think they should change Hellzone. And like you said, his normals are good. Like, what do you think they should change?
I think he's fine.
I think it's scary. Like, I don't. He's a character, Rico, that if you change one thing about him,
he'll be too good. I know.
Yeah. So I don't. I actually, the chat might have some suggestions because I think he's fine, or he could be buffed.
Nobody uses special beam cannon at the moment.
I mean, people use it. Like
no. But he's talking about like the teleporting. Like that is true. I've never seen nobody use the teleporting thing. The only thing that will make sense that I think that will make sense about the special beam cannon, I think if he fully charges, it should be unblockable.
Isn't it unblockable already if he fully charges it?
In the show, I guess. I don't know.
I think it's unblockable in the game. You feel like, I think so.
Oh, I don't know. I never seen nobody charge it. So
I don't play that character. I don't play no Piccolo, so I don't know.
Mid-screen knockdown, maybe. And then what?
I don't know.
And get Hellzone grenade shenanigans. No, I'm good.
I think someone made a good point. It says slight damage buffs. I think that would be fine. But they probably Arc Sys tends to not do stuff like that. Maybe make certain things prorate less. They could do that. But I don't know. What if it's 214L? Like things like that, giving sliding knockdown, they would need to only be hittable in certain situations, like 16. Like 16 getting his hard knockdown comes from that certain situation. I feel like it would need to be the same with Piccolo. But I don't know.
Yeah, I really can't think of anything about that green bean.
Krillin, Rico.
So I'm assuming he's getting buff.
Yeah, I don't know if they might be making a mistake.
I was gonna say, and I agree. I don't think. See, so this reminds me when I was playing Killer Instinct, because the thing about KI was a small community with fresh new type of characters, right? So the ones that are obvious popular, it was easy to get tech and information and to demonstrate how good they are, because good players were playing the obvious good character. While not in a bad way, I'm not saying this directly to anybody. While the less popular character, obviously, them being not very popular, you don't get to see that many tech, that many info, and then not having a lot of strong players behind those characters. Nobody will really see like what this character is capable of at a high potential, right? I personally don't think Krillin is bad. I think him being a small hitbox in this game is good. Is good, exactly, because there's certain combos that will just whiff, and it's also for you know those instances where you vanish and then you instant air and if you vanish you can hit them, but against Krillin it'll whiff, so you're at a disadvantage. You're wasting meter. I think Krillin. I look at him more as a support type character. Even though he does have the rock to help you present mix-up, but he offers a lot of sustain. I think a good Krillin on a good team will make a team very, 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 very beefy. Because all that blue health you could just heal without tagging in and out too is really, really good.
Yeah.
Krillin has... Dude, I even tried them the other week. this guy has so many utilities. I'm like,
I think his mix-up is he has one of the best mix-ups in the game. And I play Gotenks and Kid Buu and Cell, who people consider to be. And I don't play Dokkan that much, so I'm not going to speak on him. But I play the 3 characters that people consider to be some of the strongest mix-up wise, and I will put Krillin right up there with him. It's ridiculous.
yeah, I think you have to play him point for sure.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, Rico. Like he can, like he just y'all play Pokemon. Y'all know the move Rock Slide. Like he'll do Rock Slide on you, and you just gotta guess, dude. Hit you with a Draco Meteor, and you sitting there just guessing. I think mix-up wise, he's very powerful. I just think his normal. I don't know. He's untapped. He's very untapped. I think he's a point character for sure. Though. I don't think he's a. I think he's a support character, like you say. But I think playing him on point, and then once he's low, being able to throw a sensu bean after you've killed the character is how he should be played.
You can block that Krillin stuff ducking, so it's not as good as people think.
You think? Are you sure? Like I know there is he has a lot of mix-up tools.
I don't think it matters whether.
I'm not talking about the after image. I'm not talking. I know that after.
No,
the after
I think it's about the rock and all that stuff too, right?
I don't know. You can't block he's talking about after image specifically. I'm pretty sure. Once has you blocking and with the unseeable key blast stuff with rock, because he puts a key blast on you and you literally can't see occasionally along with the rock. I think it's pretty hard, you know. I think it's very akin to how 18 mixes you up with 17. But that's
like he's talking about the overhead projectile.
The overhead projectile.
What is it the key blast? The one that you make?
Not but that's not an overhead. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't play the character, so he might. You could be right, bro. So I don't know. I just know in my training and my playing against a few Krillin players, I know to me it's very strong.
Yeah, I mean, regardless whether you could block this and that, he brings a lot of utility, a lot of good mix-up potential with utility, because you can't uptake either against the up rock. The fucking rock.
No, you cannot.
The rock forces you to pretty much to block. I don't know. I think he's really good, and you're right. He's very, very on tap. So I'd be careful how they buff this guy. I'm not trying to see a rise.
I think his 2H need to be buffed a bit.
No, yeah, that I agree. But I'm not trying to see like the rise of a bunch of midgets of this.
I knew you was about to say.
Fucking Smurfs and shit, right? All right, so moving on, we have Golden Frieza, right?
Oh yes.
But,
that was a good line, bro. They might need to hire you as a voice actor.
I'm not. I gotta be careful. I remember I said something. We were watching like the Frieza voice actress, and one of them sounded like whatever. It was like a Frieza woman, and she sounded like a tranny. I said tranny. Somebody cursed me out in my chat. Oh, fuck you, Rico. You done fucked up. You know what?
Rico, you gotta be more politically correct.
Wait, hold on. They were like, "Oh, get fucked, Rico. You're unfollowed. Get fucked." So me personally, I honestly, I don't know. I don't know if saying tranny publicly is offensive or anything like that. So I went along with it. I'm like, "Oh no, please no, that one follower. I don't know what I'll do with my life. I don't know that is that me being insensitive. I don't know that saying tranny publicly is a harsh thing. I'm sorry." Whatever, but anyway, yeah. But Frieza, yeah, they don't want to hire me, bro. I'm not trying to sound like, what's the proper way to say this?
Rico, I'm gonna stay away from that one.
Yeah, but how are you supposed to address it? You don't address. You're like shh, like you don't talk about it.
He said shh.
Hey, whatever. Anyway. Frieza.
By the way, the dude who's voicing him for Kai, super good. I think he's way better than the woman you're mentioning. The new dude, really, really good.
And
Chris,
Kai?
whatever.
See, Kai, I don't mind Kai, but for Super, I actually like the Japanese voice actors for Super.
Oh, okay.
Like Hit and like they all sound weird in the English.
So Frieza.
Yeah.
Speaking about his, I really wanted to play this character. Like at one point, I thought this
Steve
character
Harvey
was a
evil? That's just kind of funny.
lot better than he was. I think if you take a long look at Frieza, he's clearly meant to be a character who controls screen space and demands respect when you're not close to him, right? So, but you look at his design and what he can do, but then you put it again. Nakio made a good point about this. He was like, and I'll quote Nakio, he said, the system mechanics fuck Frieza, right? And he's talking about Super Dash and Vanish.
Well, Super Dash, I think, like I said, I think a properly...
Oh, we should wait to talk about, unless you want to talk about it now. It's your stream. But I think we should wait to the end to talk about all the system things. I know what you're about to say, and it's going to be a good... Wait to the end of the characters to talk about this.
No, I was going to say that Frieza's tools prevent people from super dashing, though. That's all I was going to say.
They do, but they don't cover ranges. Like, you would think that, right?
I think that's your job to do that, though.
I agree with you, but it's too much variance. It's way too much variance. He has, like, for example, he has a ton of things that you cannot super dash through, but all of these things have a ton of recovery. So, and if you just sit there and are waiting for them to super dash, none of these things are plus on block or leave him at frame advantage, at some sort of frame advantage, whether it's plus whatever. So if, let's say I make a read or believe you're going to be in a spot where you will want to super dash and I death slash you, right? You could, the hitbox on it there are dead zones in it, along with the recovery being very long. So if I death slash, then my opponent is now in on Frieza, the zoning character. I think the big thing with Frieza is that they should lessen the recovery on death slashes. Because if you think about it, that's what makes 21's neutral better. Like 21's fireball is so good, right? They have the exact same startup as Frieza's death slashes, but they have almost half the recovery. So I think they should change death slash. I also think that he should get a change to that purple fireball that makes it so if you land an air hit, you can get some sort of something. Like it should be like lower damage proration than, or because if you vanish, he should be able to do like 4K if he hits you with that. Because what people will do against Frieza is they will get knocked down, be forced to take a safe jump, and get hit in the air. And because he has no J2H or nothing like Yamcha, who also doesn't have a J2H to bring you back down to the ground, they can just take the hit a lot of times and get out of these situations. And I don't see a lot of people doing that against Frieza. You should, by the way. But there's that and the recovery is on the special. It's just way too much. Like Death Slash in particular. Like we can leave Destructo discs alone, I feel like. You can leave 5H alone. You can leave. You might want to change the big purple ball because that has a ton of recovery too. But Death Slash in particular, there needs to be more of you need to be less like punished for even trying to use it. Like the EX1, I'm not saying the recovery should be like the EX1, but it definitely should get changed. And they should do something with the ball on hit. Those are my things. I don't see people are saying 2M is too slow, but 2M is a double hitting move, which means you can't reflect it.
And
that's really strong.
I think it's good, and then you can cancel it too. Like I think
exactly,
it's good.
Exactly.
It's good. I don't see how in this game if you could do low, and then 2M, which is 4 lows, how is it? And then you can cancel the second hit of 2M. How is that? That's actually really good.
I also think they should change his assist, Rico, to make it 236L instead of making it 236M.
Oh,
that would be a big
because his assist is the far one, right?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why? They should definitely make it 236L. I don't think. Oh, Golden Frieza too. I personally think Golden Frieza should just take a bar. I don't think it should take 3 bars because the mix
take a bar. All right, Kami. All right,
Look, bro. I promise, I'm not on Frieza payroll, bro. I'm not Dodoria, bro. I promise you, I'm not Dodoria.
Look, how much they paying you, bro? How much they paying you, bro?
I mean, he did just give me a planet to myself. You know what I'm saying? Lord Frieza, hook me up. But look, he doesn't actually get that much better, and
Are
it
you
takes. No,
Kami,
listen.
have you not
gotta,
seen
you
Golden
gotta
Frieza's
listen.
combo stuff?
You gotta land a hit though, bro.
Yeah, but
You gotta
one bar and then you're like that forever? No, Kami, come on, man.
look. Look. Maybe 2 bars. Maybe make it 2 bars. But he shouldn't. One, he can only use it once a game, which is terrible. Two, it lasts for 28 seconds, but the damn startup animation takes 8 seconds away from, or 7 seconds away. So it's actually like 21 real life seconds.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, look, he gets faster and his moves get better, but it doesn't actually help him hit you. Like, what is he gonna do against someone up backing? Usually when people are using Golden Frieza, they're either have him by himself or he has low life because he had to fight to get those bars. So I think it should take less bar, or they should take away the time should stop during the startup animation. Like, he shouldn't just lose 8 seconds because he's transforming. That's obnoxious. That's ludicrous. It's just ridiculous.
I mean, I guess to a certain point, but that one bar, man, that's
It's like a Tapioca King makes a good. Like, the payoff isn't really that. It's not worth 3 bars. Like, he doesn't get a meter boost. Like, he don't gain more meter. I don't. I when I play Frieza, I almost never use Golden Frieza because it's like I could just use the 3 bars to do like a 6K combo.
I wish I could play this game literally all day because I actually do want to play Frieza really bad.
I think you would make, because you like these type of characters. You would make a good Frieza player, but you would not like the things that I'm saying, dude. You would not like. Because
Frieza reminds me of Glacius. So Glacius, in KI, Glacius pretty much in all the season was supposed to beat up Saberwolf, right? But then guess what? When Justin Wong and all these people playing Saberwolf, my God, they literally chewed up every Glacius player. But guess the only Glacius player that they couldn't beat when it came to tournament at all.
Did you play Glacius?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But look, it's different. In KI, you don't have a super dash.
No. I get what you're saying, but what I'm trying to say was, Glacius reminds me of Frieza because of the up slash thing, because of the shatter. Shatter, however,
right.
They were 26 frames slow, but I was still able to hit that consistently because I'm pretty much already a step ahead of you when it comes to spacing because I'm setting up traps. So that's why I personally want to play Frieza, because I could really see myself playing super annoying keep away with that sort of playstyle with Frieza. And so don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that people that playing Frieza now, they suck or this and that, or not at all.
I mean, he's not
popular. He's not popular. He's just like Krillin. He's not one of those popular characters where you have so many.
He doesn't fit the meta, right? He's not. So he doesn't do with the meta character. Well, the meta characters don't play the same way he plays, right? So when you compare Kid Buu to Frieza, you're clearly playing two completely different play styles. You know what I'm saying? Is that like I kind of see? Is that what you kind of trying to say?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I mean, that being said, I played the way you're describing playing Frieza. I think I really tried hard to make that work, and it's a lot. It's just so much variance. I do think his level 3 is complete trash, and he needs to have more time.
It does do a lot of damage, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
like for a situation where they pop sparking and you touch them, they're pretty much dead because it's like Broly's. Like, it's just that one giant chunk out the window.
236S, making them fall. Like, that would be good. That would be good. Tank made a good point. What do you think if 236S was a hard knockdown every time? Would that be too strong, or what do you think?
For Frieza?
Yeah.
The 236S, that's the orb, right? The death ball?
That's the orb, yeah.
I think it'd be good because doesn't he like push you away anyway? So
he pushes you full screen.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. Either that or a sliding. What is it? Is it a sliding hard knockdown?
It's a slide. It would be a sliding hard knockdown. Right now, it's just a soft. I think it just leaves you in the air, suspended in the air.
Oh no, then at least a sliding hard knockdown, then or at least a sliding soft hard knockdown will be viable.
We should definitely. I think they should make 22S a bit faster too. Like I don't know. I feel like he has a ton of tools, but all of them are very mediocre. Like people will say, like, no, you're not using 2-2S correctly outside of but like having a move like that with that much startup that doesn't travel that far, along with being that negative on block and leaving yourself in a very precarious position, I don't feel like it's too good in my opinion. But yeah, y'all all made good points on the Frieza thing. I'm glad everyone loves Frieza so much. So
No, don't get me. I actually do like Frieza a lot too.
Yeah, I like him too. I mean, I'm on his payroll, so you got it.
Yeah, one bar transformation. I got that. Yeah, I got that.
Bro, I think he should have the 1 bar transformation.
Okay, moving on. Vegeta. So Vegeta. So we all know more than likely it's gonna be about his assists. Honestly, if they still keep the assists, how it is still meant to be, where he still comes out from the back, shoots the key blast. If they shorten the duration, I think it's only gonna harm the people that throw out. Like I said the other day, I think it's only gonna harm the Vegeta players the people that play Vegeta assists, that they just mash it and throw it out in random situation, as opposed to using it to cover and create opportunities or to create traps, right? Those are the ones that I'm more afraid of versus fighting somebody that has no real sense of neutral and just throwing out Vegeta shit randomly whenever you start getting next to them. I'm not afraid of those players because there's no sense of a setup brain behind that Vegeta assist. Rather than, like, for example, if you're using like a Goku, or even like Goku, whatever, right? And you're doing block string, and then you do something like, oh, this move just left me at -3, but I'm gonna summon Vegeta right as they finish blocking, so that if they try to press a button, Vegeta's gonna pretty much cover the opportunity of them trying to hit me back, whatever. Like I get a combo for them pressing the button. Like it's still not technically your turn. That kind of Vegeta I'm scared of versus the ones that just throw him out randomly. The ones that are throwing him out randomly, if they nerf the assist, I think they're gonna get hurt. And like I mentioned, more than half the people that play Vegeta, they suck as Vegeta. Whenever they play him on screen,
you're not wrong.
Their Vegeta suck. They're just throwing out random Eagle Kick or EX Eagle Kick and this and like just doing random shit, really. Yeah. What you got about this about Vegeta, bro?
I mean, I think you covered it for the most part. I think, like, again, I don't want him to be nerfed, but they already said they're doing something about it. So I think what Rico said would probably be the safest thing to do to him without making the assist terrible. So I agree with Rico. You know, I think God, I really am on Frieza payroll. I'm saying his name. I think Vegeta's a strong character. I think he's a great assist character, but I do think he has a lot of weaknesses. And the assist is one of the things that make him really strong, and I hope they don't nerf it too bad. So that's pretty. You want to do like a quick rapid fire of the characters that weren't on the? I know we've been talking about characters.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, because we're talking about this. Yeah.
All right, what do you think about Gotenks? Leave him alone, right? I think he's pretty good.
Let me think. Gotenks.
He definitely don't need to be buffed.
I guess probably leave him alone, to be honest.
Yeah, for now at least until someone breaks him. Teen Gohan.
Leave him alone. I think he's underrated. Another character that not a lot of people play him, so we don't get to see stuff. But I have seen some good Teen Gohan.
Alucard said nerf restand assist. I mean, it's actually not that. It's very strong and it does enable characters like Cell, for example. But a lot of characters aren't able to take advantage of that, like Cell 1. 2, there are a lot of ways out of that, or a lot of ways to minimize the return that the person is going to get once they commit to the restand. 3 is if someone's saving their assist to restand you, they're not using that assist in neutral, and you have the advantage in neutral. So effectively, I just don't think restand. 1, I don't think it's that great. 2, they're not crippling, but they're handicapping themselves in neutral. Especially, like, let's take Sonic for example. He plays Cell, Gotenks, Kid Buu, right? Most of the time, you will never see Sonic Fox use assist in neutral, and what you will see is everyone he plays getting hit by Super Dash. because they won't block. But usually he doesn't use assist in neutral. So if you have better neutral than him, or a character that plays better neutral than Cell at that moment with 2 assists, you should be beating him in neutral, despite how good he is, or whether you think he's good or bad, he's winning, whatever. But despite what he's doing, he's not using assists in neutral with Cell. So you shouldn't, like, yeah, the Gotenks restand stuff is powerful, but like it doesn't really. If you're losing to someone, or if you're getting restanded constantly, or losing that neutral battle while you have 2 assists and he's only using 1, and he's using a character in Cell who is not top 5 best neutral, maybe some people might argue, but I don't think he's top 5 best neutral. You know, he deserves it. He should be able to get that little restand shenanigan. He's not using the assist in neutral. Like, not only did he have to hit you, he had to get you blocking, mix you up, get the correct combo, restand you, and you still have a ton of options to deal with the restand. I don't think it's that great.
Yeah, I'm only seeing Sonic really do work with Gotenks.
Bro, not having a neutral assist, that's irrelevant because you're going to use an assist to open them up. Yeah, but you have to get people blocking first. Like, most people are going to use an assist in neutral in order. That's why we play this turtle game, right?
Before I forget, hold on. This Master Series is all about long set and crazy action. Time for a route for Teemo Throwdown versus Goichi. That's gonna be free as fuck for Goichi. Like, I'm even feeling some sort of way, maybe because that's their only strongest player they got over there. But why? No offense, but
don't.
No, man, fuck that. I talk real stuff, man. No,
I mean, I also think Goichi's gonna beat him.
No, it's free, dude. I ran into this guy This guy is a nut. Like, no, man.
Yeah, I haven't played. I think I played him like the first week of the game. Rico,
mine, you're super laggy. But yeah, go ahead. What's up?
Oh, I'm laggy?
No. The Teemo's connection is like butchy.
Oh yeah. I think I don't remember. It might have been. I don't even remember his connection. If you let me just finish talking, addressing what Alucard was saying real quick. Alucard, you played. I consider you, whether you consider yourself or not, I consider you one of the stronger East Coast Marvel players, right? So I feel like you're going to be able to understand what I'm saying when I say this. In Marvel 3, let's take Magneto, Doom, etc. In Marvel, you would either A, use a character, a projectile or something to get someone blocking, then block and assist, then mix them up, or have them blocking and put them in a position where they have to block something like a Doom missile, or have to be grounded because of Strider or repulsor blast or whatever, and then mix them up. It's the same thing. It's the same concept in this game. People get it twisted because we have Super Dash. That is not the same. In this game, when you're playing effective neutral, you're either A, getting them to block something from your assist, or B, forcing them to block the point character some way, somehow. And that is definitely an argument when someone's not using a neutral assist and or someone's not using assists in neutral, because if you have neutral assists, you technically should be winning or forcing them to block more than they are. If Sonic Fox is running around and not having to use assist in neutral at all against people using beam assist and Vegeta, he's outplaying you. It has nothing to do with Gotenks being strong. He's just outplaying you. Like, that's it. So the argument, I think it's a very sound argument, actually, that us using assists in neutral matter. Like, if it's like you said, and you even said it yourself. You said, like, you're going to be using one of them to open them up, right? But how did we get to the situation and when the person had to be opened up to begin with? They either A, blocked an assist, or B, blocked the point character. And it's not the easiest thing to do. It's not as easy as like magnetic blast with Magneto. Oh, you're blocking now. You know, it's not that easy. So that's how I feel about it.
Let me So this is makes those things. We're clearly talking about patch notes, but I'm gonna bring this up. What about the Samasu trailer? What about the Samasu?
Oh yeah, a lot of people have been saying that.
What do you want me to say? He's not out. It's a trailer that is like 5 seconds. Like what do you can't judge a character or say and 5 say, oh yeah, he looks appealingly. He looks. I guess I don't want to sound gay, but yeah, he looks cool. Whatever.
That man look appealing. Praise him, revere him. I'm talking
First
Kurt
of all,
Franklin. Praise him. That's my character. Don't do that, Rico.
Wait, hold on, but wait. This transformation, this is bad though. They spin around. What is this?
I think.
No,
bro,
isn't it an anime? No,
you a hater.
No, I'm not. Because isn't it an anime? Hold on, wait.
I didn't come at you.
Fuck off. Wait, hold on. No, hold on. Let's do Vegeta and Goku fuse, right?
Rico, okay. I ain't come at you.
Wait, no, hold on, bro. Hold on, look at this. Look, even
intro animation came
out.
I didn't
say
nothing.
Boo. Hold on, hold on, look.
Come on. We'll be stuck in. It's on.
See, look how they transform.
Great. Thanks.
They don't spin around like fucking Walt Disney.
You're not gonna come at Mickey Mouse either. You're gonna stop coming at all.
Look how they fuse. All right, see, this is cool. This is dope.
Bro, but isn't that how Zamasu and Black fused in the anime?
Hold on, but then you got fucking.
Bro, you're not going.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna.
You're not gonna do it, bro.
I'm gonna do it, bro. Hold on, look at this. Look at my stream.
I am looking at the stream, bro. Don't disrespect my character.
Look how they fuse. You see this shit? Doesn't it go with the song?
I know you ain't just pull up Barney, bro.
Bro, look at it. Look.
I know you ain't just pull up Barney.
It goes with the song.
Click this. Hold on. Don't enable him. I see y'all clipping shit. Don't enable him right now.
Look at this. Look.
No, I'm looking, bro. Why don't you play that whack ass Broly intro to that Barney song?
Bro, you know this is true though. Look at this. This is so.
That's guard. You see, he picked something whack. You know what? You know what he need to play? Play Magnolia or something. Don't play this freaking. I can't believe you, bro. You got all right. I'm gonna have you on my stream one day, bro. I'm gonna get you back, son. You're not gonna. All right. Zamasu's go back. His face is kind of wild. What the fuck?
No,
bro?
But I will say the Broly theme trailer they used.
That shit is ass.
No, the music. You serious?
The music is cool, but he's ass. That intro. That's what. Where is he sliding from?
Your mom's vagina.
Nah, he ain't slide out there. That shit. I closed that shit off after I came out, bro. That's just. It's out of order, bro. Fucking Broly's intro. He won't play that. He won't play it. You gonna play bro? Play that Barney to it. I guarantee you it goes better. That's godlike. You a hater. That's godlike.
No, it looks godlike, but bro, it's 7 seconds. Like you can't really say like, damn, yo, he looks really good. That flight thing, yeah.
I'm not talking. No, I don't know about.
No, I know. I'm saying like for the people that kept asking, it's like, bro, I'm the type that I'd rather wait till the shit drops and then sit down and then analyze. But you can't say how this can. Oh, you don't know if that flight shit with the special move. You don't know if you can just super dash all that shit. Then it means nothing. You can just super dash shit, right?
Yeah, I agree. We got to definitely see more about the character. I'm gonna be honest with you. When me and you talked earlier, I didn't say nothing. From that, I'm getting the feeling that he could be kind of garbage. That's just me. I'm still gonna play him. I said I'm gonna play Zamasu in 17 no matter what, so I'm gonna do it. But I've seen like stuff like that. The way this game is played, like someone just floating through the air. With Super Dash.
If those special moves, if he does not have an ability that stops Super Dashes while he's in flight mode like that, then that flight mode shit sucks in neutral then.
I agree.
Like either if you have an assist that can keep you safe, or like you know how I use the Broly up beam like key blast and I use Goku to bait you. If you have an assist that could like help you while you're in flight mode. But if you could just super dash those ability, then you should not be using flight mode and neutral.
I agree.
Hopefully,
it's a strong mix-up tool.
Yeah, there's no reason for you not to be super dashing that if this guy does that shit. Oh, you think you're a god? Okay, here, super dash.
Bro, you're not gonna come at the strongest character in Super. Like, I'm not going. I'm not
No,
going.
wait, the strongest character in Super.
You're going to don't do this, man. Don't turn this into a debate, man. Do not turn this into a debate.
Character
don't turn
Super.
this into a debate. I will go get Geekdom
Vegito Blue was mopping this dude around. Are you
Vegito
serious?
Blue was he got his spot. He got the soul smacked out of him.
No, he didn't. He
did.
ran out of time. That bullshit.
That's his fault, bro.
No,
he should have brought another watch.
Get the fuck out of here.
He should have brought another watch. No,
oh
bro.
my god, no, get out of here. That was the.
They should have brought
the writers. Bullshit. Oh, by the way, when you guys fuse, you guys are now on unlimited time now. I'm like, what?
Bro, you're not gonna keep. I'm not gonna let you keep coming at Zama.
Bro, Goku Black shouldn't even work.
Bro, he almost erased Vegeta. All right, I'm not whatever.
Goku Black is actually Goku, but like that, it shouldn't even work to begin with. So get out of here.
All right, look. You said it shouldn't work to begin with.
It shouldn't. He's not a fucking Kai. It shouldn't last that long. Oh, but he has Zamasu in him. Yeah, he has Zamasu as a soul, but not any sort of flesh DNA of some. You
said Zamasu got body, and then Zamasu became the entire universe. Where were you?
They were on Universe 7 happily because he got devoured by Xeno like that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, what would they have done if Xeno wasn't there?
What was Zamasu done if Vegito was actually like the Majin Buu saga where when they fuse it's permanent? What would have happened? That's
Toriyama.
Wait, what would have happened? Answer my question. What would have happened?
Look, man, they didn't have Vegito Blue back then. Are you talking about the time? Look, man. I don't know. I don't know nothing about Majin Saga. Dragon Ball Z don't exist to me. I'm a 09er. That shit don't even exist. Okay.
All right, man. All right, you got something white around your lip, bro. It's called Samasu's.
Listen, bro. I don't want to hear nothing, Mister. I don't want to play this game until Broly comes out. I don't want to hear nothing.
Hey, I still played it.
You did. You played Nappa too. I wouldn't call that playing the game. Playing Nappa. Fucking. I don't know. I don't know why you played Nappa for so long, bro. You could have picked Cell. You could have picked 16. You could have picked.
I don't need those characters to devour my opponents. Feel me?
All right. I mean, them Cybermen be getting devoured. They all right. All right. I don't think they liked our we went off road a little bit. You gotta stop coming at Zamas. If you gonna hate me too, if he's good, you're not gonna like me, bro. Or if he has a stupid assist,
bro. What are you talking about? You play Cell 21? What are you talking
about? I don't play. The only character I play is probably Cell. All them other characters, they're expendable. They just waiting. They're just holding up a spot for Zamasu.
All right. Put it like this: if Zamasu is nothing like Adult Gohan, I'm good, man.
Watch him be just like Adult Gohan. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna be laughing at you too.
If he has a reversal, then yeah, that'd be dumb.
Yeah, watch him be just like Adult Gohan. What do you?